this past weekend, I got to spend an awesome weekend with a bunch of great people that are part of Academy. And these are guys and gals that are just doing awesome stuff in their businesses, and they're excited about making their businesses better. And I'm just incredibly grateful for getting to hang out with some really awesome people. So and there's a point to this video. We spent a weekend in Vegas. There was no agenda. It was sort of a surprise trip for everybody in Academy. About a third of Academy attended. We have about 100 people in Academy. Actually, just a little less than a third attended. Many brought their spouses, and we basically had no agenda. There was no business agenda. We just hung out. We had some great food several nights. I think I got back to my room at 3:30 one night and 5:30 the other night, and we were just hanging out talking about personal stuff and business stuff and growing the company and problems and everything that you could possibly imagine that goes on inside a business and goes on personally building a business. And it was awesome. Guys played golf. We did an awesome ATV adventure. The point of this is, and it just reminded me how incredibly important this stuff is. I'm really grateful that I got to hang out with some great people, and I'm really grateful that Academy's filled with awesome people. But hopefully it's encouraging to you possibly to hear this, and that is that it's not all about business. The purpose of business is to facilitate a personal life. And it's so easy to get caught up in doing nothing but work. And I've been completely guilty of that. Now, I've done a couple things really right. Probably should give a lot of the credit to my wife in pushing me in the right direction. But let me tell you what I did right, and then let me tell you what I did wrong. And hopefully it'll give you a couple ideas and maybe a little bit of encouragement. And again, this was all sparked because of an awesome weekend in Vegas. So what I think I've done right, and you got to know that I've built more than just Service Autopilot and more than City Turf. I've been a partner in several other companies, and I've worked ridiculously hard. And I've been through some pretty serious ups and downs, and I've been through some really tight money situations. But in all of it, from the day I left the software company I worked for way back, I've always, unless I'm traveling, almost always had dinner with my family at around 6:30 every night. So I've got 2 boys and a wife. Now, obviously, when they weren't around, I still had dinner with my wife. But now, and as the boys got older, we have dinner every night as a family. I almost never work on a Friday night or a Saturday night. Generally, my wife and I go out, or we go out as a family. But there were many times when we couldn't afford to go do a lot, but we could still do something as a family. I didn't work on Friday or Saturday nights. Generally, I never work on Sundays. Now, I have worked a ton of Sundays after the family goes to bed. That's been super common. I've been trying to eliminate that I'd say in the last year, where I don't even go back to work. And when I say go back to work, I mean at the house on a Sunday. So if I could encourage you to do anything, I've been what I believe to be fairly successful, and I've done it without sacrificing time with my family. And that basically means from dinner time until the time my boys go to bed. I've not sacrificed that. I've not sacrificed Fridays or Saturday nights, and I've not really sacrificed Sundays. And I've been able to get here. Now, what have I sacrificed? I've missed quite a few kids' games. I've definitely missed a lot of kids' practices. And I have taken fewer vacations or long weekends. I've worked probably too many Saturdays. And I do believe that I needed to do a lot of that, because you just simply got to work really hard to get somewhere and get somewhere big. But at the same time, I'll bet if I had given up more Saturdays, and I'll bet if I'd taken a few extra long weekends that my wife would have liked to have taken, I'll bet if I'd done a few more things like that, my businesses would be just as good as they are. There would be zero noticeable difference. I believe that. And so if I could encourage you to do anything, don't sacrifice too much. You'll have to sacrifice, but don't give up some of that stuff that's really important. I got to tell you, I'm thankful that I didn't, and I'm trying to get better at what I have given up. The reason why I don't think it's going to mess with your life in any way is that you've got to have time to recharge. So Vegas, and that's what made me think to record this video, is an opportunity for many to recharge and get re-excited about their business. The elite trip that we've got coming in July for Academy, exactly same thing. It's going to be all fun and adventure. The mastermind groups that I'm in, the business adventure stuff that I do, the vacations I do with my family and my wife, all of that stuff, the activities that I do outside of work, they all re-energize me, recharge me, get me re-excited about work. Again, the purpose of business, and there's only one purpose of business, and that is to create an awesome personal life. Business is there to facilitate an adventure, a personal life, a strong family, all of that. The purpose of business is not just to have a bigger business. So I hope some of that will give you some ideas and encouragement. If I could leave you with anything, don't sacrifice everything to build your business. If you have to, build your business a little bit slower, but don't give up all that other stuff. I'm so thankful that I haven't, but again, I've given up quite a bit, and much of it was probably completely unnecessary. Don't forget to go have adventures and have a lot of fun.